Does everybody see my screen?
Yes,
You see the website?
yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go through, how to log in and then go through all the different sections. If anybody has any questions at any time, I can't see everybody, but just like jump in, ask the question, maybe in the chat if you want to put it in the chat as well, we can do that. Okay, so let's get started. Um, I wanted to do this training because a lot of our CAs don't really know how to properly navigate Catalyst Plus or myCatalyst Plus. And there's a lot of great features to it. So I wanted to make sure everyone, is aware of all the different features to make your volunteer journey the best that it can be. So when you get to our website, the way you log in is you go to the myCatalyst Plus red button in the top right-hand corner, and you just press that. And then you will see the two field boxes where you put your email address and your password. For today's session, I'm going to be using a fake CA because we can't go into your personal myCatalyst Plus accounts because we don't know your password. So this is an account that we made so that us as staff can go in and see what it's really like. We can see what you see. So you put the email, or you can put your Catalyst Plus number if you know it. It's a lot easier, I think, if people just put their email address and then your password, and then you press login. And myCatalyst Plus opens up, and this is what you will see when you first log in. So this is our home page, and this is just a quick snapshot of a few of our sections. So here you will see the notices. Notices are things that we post for you to know, like some upcoming training. So here's the training today that we're doing. Here's some cultural sensitivity webinars that happened back in January. And if you scroll down, so that was just a snapshot of the notices. If you want to view all the notices, you can press view all notices. As you can see, the notices section is also up here at the top. And I'll be going through that in just a sec. But if you scroll down more, you'll see a few assignment opportunities. So these are actual assignments that are in recruitment. And I will go through the assignments in more detail. Here you can press view all assignments to see all of them. Again, it's up at the top here, so you can either go to all the assignments up here or press the red button here on the home page. And if you
Jennifer, excuse me,
yes,
it's Judith. A question just on the assignments.
yeah,
Will those be assignments that have been matched for us? I'm noticing that the check marks and question marks look like they've been matched to whoever logged in.
yes. So
Okay,
these
thank
these
you.
assignments are a good match for this pretend CA. Yours will look completely different because everyone's skills and experience are different.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then if we keep scrolling, there's the resource section. I will go into the resources in a little bit more detail as I go through each of these up at the top here. And that's it. So that's our home page. And this is what it looks like when you first log in. Are there any other questions at this point? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to go through the sections here up at the top. So I'll go through the assignments, the notices, the resources, FAQ, and this little section called Me. And then I'll go through the different sections here on this gray bar one by one. So if we start with assignments, click that. Here you'll see all the assignments that are in recruitment for all our programs. So if you scroll down, you can see there's quite a few in recruitment right now. And there's many things that you can do on this page. So you can sort it, filter it in different ways, so you don't need to see all of them. So if you want to see which assignments you're a possible fit for, you can go along here and you can press just the yes. And this will show you just the assignments that you're technically a good fit for, because the assignment role, for example, is coffee marketing advisor, and you have that same role in your profile. So technically this should be a good fit for you. Obviously, you'll have to go into more detail and look at the assignment, but these are assignments where you've selected that role for yourself. If you want to search by maybe, you click on maybe. So now you see both yes and maybe. You can sort just by maybe, so take the yes off. And here you see assignments that maybe you're a fit for. And what that means is you might have the same role as the assignment, but you might have a different sector. Or we have roles that are similar. So, for a marketing assessment and development advisor, you might have in your profile, you might have marketing advisor. So, you could be a good fit for this assignment. So again, you'll just have to go into the more info and look at the assignment in more detail. Here we've got yes and maybe again. So there's that. And then if you want to see roles that you are not a fit for, you can do that too. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it is an option if you want. Okay, so moving along the top here, we have general. So you can sort by type. So you can sort by all types, and by type we mean in country or virtual. So if you only want to see in country role assignments, you can press that to select that. If you only want to see virtual, select virtual. If you want to see all of them, you do all types. Again, here you can sort by language. And this is the language that the assignment will be conducted in. So English, French, and Spanish. You can sort by country. So if you only want to see assignments in Ecuador, you can do that. Unfortunately, you can only do it one country at a time. So unless you want to see all the countries, otherwise you can just do one by one. Some people only want to go to the Philippines. So you select that and you can see what assignments are available in the Philippines right now. Next, you can sort by role. So this is all the roles that are in recruitment right now. So if you see any that match your skill set, your experience, so let's say you are a marketing advisor, you can select that and see that there is one assignment in recruitment for a marketing advisor. So that is another way to sort the assignments. And then you can also do it by sector. So again, you have to do it one by one, or else you see all of them. So next you can search by keyword. So the keyword will be the keyword in the role. So for example, if I type marketing, the marketing roles will come up like that. And then sort by possible fit. Sort by. So right now it's sorted by possible fit. You can sort by date posted. So right here, after possible fit, you'll see these are the newest assignments that have been posted. And if you scroll down, it gets earlier and earlier. There are some still from 2025. So yeah. And just because they were posted back in like even October, September, we're going back quite a ways, last summer, that means that they are actually still in recruitment. It means we haven't found anybody for those assignments. And obviously the start date might have passed already, but if you do see one and it's from like 4 months ago, you can still reach out to the VSO and have a discussion and just see like when the client now wishes to have this assignment take place. You can sort by month start requested. So that's here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column on this chart. And this is when the partner would like the assignment to start. That's not totally set in stone all the time. A lot of the times our partners can be like if you feel that you'd be an excellent fit for this assignment, for example, the financial advisor, but you're not available till let's say October of 2026, you can, let the VSO know you'd be a perfect fit for this. You'd like to apply, but you're not available till October. And that would mean a discussion with the partner, with the partner and the in-country team would talk. And if the partner says, yeah, I could wait another month, and that way you can apply. So what I'm trying to say is that um, don't get discouraged if you're not available during these dates because a lot of the times our partners can be flexible and accommodate your availability. And then here again, possible fit by the check marks. So just to no, sorry, I've gone over that already. And then you can sort by how you want to see the table. So right now it's in list view. You can change it to card view as well. And just see them by like this view. Personally, I kind of like lists myself, so I'm going to put it back in lists. And then you can sort by function. So you can sort by business development, finance, general management, IT, marketing, operations, and technical. So if you're a finance professional and you only want to see assignments in this field, you press finance and then all our finance assignments would pop up. So again, it's just a different way to sort the page and what makes the most sense for you. And then finally
Sorry,
here,
Jennifer, it's Judith
yes,
again. Another
yes.
question. Are those the functions of the assignments that are currently on the board as opposed to all of the functions that are available?
Um, yes.
That's what it looks like to me,
Yes.
because I think there are more functions that we were asked
Yeah,
to
so
choose.
for example, human resource isn't on here.
Exactly. Pick the one I was thinking about. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. That's
Thanks.
most of them, but yeah, I can see that HR is not there.
Thank you.
And then here, if you want to save this, save an assignment, you can bookmark it. So this person has 3 assignments bookmarked already. So what you do is you just go over here and bookmark it. And then if you want to see only your bookmarked assignments, you would press toggle that, and only those 4 would show up. Okay, so moving on. So this is how you can sort assignments and just make it easier for you to view because as I said, there are a lot here and to scroll through all of them, it can be a bit, I don't know, overwhelming. It can be confusing. So just if you can make the sorting process easier, that's good. Okay, next I'm going to go across a row here and just explain to you what some of these symbols mean and how you can better find out more information about the assignment. So here is the possible fit, and if you hover over it, it'll give you an explanation of what that means. So this means yes, you could be a fit. Your profile matches the assignment's role and sector. And if you scroll down to the question mark, it says your profile does not match the assignment role and sector exactly, but is similar and may be transferable. And then if we scroll down to the X, it means you do not match the assignment role or sector at all.
For practical purposes, if
Mhm.
you're a question mark or an X, are you pretty much not going to get it? Because I have found that there have been a few that I've applied for
Mhm.
that I thought I was qualified for, and I was somehow put in the question mark or X category. And does that pretty much just put you out of the running?
No, not at all. So let's say you applied for an assignment where you had a question mark, but you felt you're a good fit for it. A good thing to do would be to go into, and you're like, yeah, I'm a good fit for that. Apply for it, absolutely. But then you would go into my roles and experience and add that role to your profile. So then going forward, it would be a green check mark. And I'll go into that when we get to that section. Okay, so going across, here's the date posted. So that's when the assignment was posted. This type, so we have these cute little icons. So in country is symbolized by a plane, and then virtual is symbolized by a computer. The country, so this column is all the countries or what country the assignment's in. The month start requested, so the month or months, the range of months that the assignment's requested in. Next is function. So if you hover over the icon, this is marketing. The computer keyboard is IT. Um, here's general management with the people, and I think there's one more. Operations here, and then finances with what looks like a graph. Okay, so next is sector. So if you hover, like this hovering, I don't know if everybody knows about the hovering, but if you hover over it, for most of this, it gives you all the information you need. So if you hover over the sector, we give a definition of what that sector entails. So we've got agriculture, economic development and microfinance, and finance, IT, food and beverage. So there's a lot of great information right here that maybe some of you didn't even realize. And then here, the same with the role. So you can hover over the role title, and it gives a definition of what a coffee marketing advisor is or does. And it it's kind of a general role definition because every assignment is going to be so different. But this will just give you a good idea if you do have the skills and experience to put a coffee marketing role in your profile or even be able to do a coffee marketing advisor assignment. So that's a neat feature. Here we've got language, so EN is obviously English. If I scroll down, we've got French, FR, and then there should be a few, here's a Spanish one, SP. The assignment number here, and this is kind of cool. If you hover over the assignment number, it just gives you a very brief explanation. So it gives you the purpose of the assignment. So, you can go through those and see if that would be a good fit. And then finally, info. So here is the email address of the VSO that is looking after that assignment. Unfortunately, we don't have the first name. So this is R. Johnson, that's Rebecca. For example, here's Rochelle. Rochelle's looking after assignments in Ethiopia. Here we've got Pilar. She looks after some of the Canadian assignments and so forth. But you can feel free to email any of them at any time if you have questions or want more information about the assignment. But here, if you click on more info, this is going to open up to a PDF. I'll show you. And you will see the entire assignment profile. And here you can go through the whole thing, gives you a good description, the partner name. Here's another assistance requested, so more of a description, the desired tasks, activities, desired skills, and so forth, expected outcomes.
Jennifer,
So,
that
yeah,
didn't open on our screen.
no.
Oh, no? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, okay, I can't, I don't know what to do with that, but
Maybe try another one. Is that
um,
worthwhile? No.
can you see that?
Yes,
What?
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so just what I was saying, here's like the assignment details. The duration is 3 weeks, it's in country. Here's the role. If we scroll down, you'll see the partner details, the assistance requested. So we've got the desired tasks, activities, desired skills, and then some expected assignment results and thematic areas. So that should give you everything you need to know about the assignment. And then if you'd like to apply, you would contact the VSO. So for example, you'd contact Rebecca, and if you have questions, you can just email her and ask your questions. Or if you feel confident enough that you just want to apply, send Rebecca your letter of application and your resume if you want. But if you don't, we have your resume on file, so that's no problem. Okay, so that is the assignment opportunities page. Does anyone have any questions before I move on?
No,
Hi,
thank you.
just
Very clear.
Okay.
hi. Quick
Yes.
question, Jennifer. My name is Craig Lukey. Is is there anywhere posted a list of who the VSOs are? That's the one thing that it was
Hmm.
a little frustrating was applying and you had the email address and they didn't know the name of that person. It'd be nice if it was there.
Yeah. Rochelle, I don't think we have it posted anywhere.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't find anywhere myself when I
yeah,
applied.
I did last month. I did training for new CAs. I did it with Rebecca actually, and in that presentation we listed who the VSOs are, like their names and what programs they looked after, and that was just a slide. But I don't think we have it posted anywhere.
Okay.
Leave that with me. Maybe we could, Rochelle, I don't know, maybe we can have it posted in myCatalyst Plus under notices.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
I have
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Yeah, if you take your cursor to or on Web Development Advisor, and it says that web developer, it has to be a web developer. The experience should be a web developer. But a couple of things involve here. Say one is technical part, another is the content part. So there is information architecture, say someone can design and say these are the pages I want, these are the content should be there. That part someone is designing or suggesting. But when it comes to highly technical part, developing or creating that, so they might need some, IT guy. So how does it work? Say that part, I can work in web development like WordPress. I can just go to the back end. I can do all the basic work. But when it comes to highly technical part, then hosting and all those things. So that may be, so how we can just match this two or sync this two.
So I'm not sure I understand your question, but like if your assignment is to help develop a website and
Yeah, I'm saying that an IT guy probably may not be able to do all the thing like what kind of content and what kind of
yeah, for sure.
should go there on the web page. Someone from the management, they will suggest and they will decide on that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that That should really be probably 2 assignments. One to develop the website, and that's one set of skills and experience, and then what they actually want and how to put it on the website. That probably is more of a communications individual that would help with that. So,
Yeah, so for this assignment, who will, I mean, the perfect fit for this web development advisor? The brief description is there at the end, that experienced web developer.
mhm. Um, so I guess like that would probably require a conversation with
Uh,
like the
okay.
in-country team or the partner and
Yeah, you can.
figure out those details.
Right. Okay. No worries.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? That's a big the assignments page is there's a lot to go through on that page. So hopefully the other ones won't take as long, but I'll move on now to notices. Um, so if you click on notices, this is, as I mentioned, this is where we post all our upcoming training, our webinars, um, anything that we feel might be interesting for you to know about. And this is where I was thinking maybe we could put a list of the VSOs. I'll have to talk with the marketing team or some of my colleagues to figure out where's the best place to put that. So again, you can filter this if you want to look back at January 2025 and see what was posted then. You can do that or October. So, this is just a page for you to browse through on your own.
There doesn't seem to be any more training coming up uh beyond today. Are you planning more?
Yes, we are. I believe there's more intercultural or cultural sensitivity training coming up, Rochelle, I think in March.
Yes, there will be one in French, and I don't know if there is, well, we are doing that with the country, so it will be Africa and French.
Yeah,
Uh, there is one in English with Africa also and the other country, but
yeah,
mm, and we always record the training. So you have the possibility to see on the website the the recording if you want.
yeah. So for example, yes, I will talk to Puck because she posts the items here on the notice board. So I'll get her to put on the upcoming training. But if let's just say we go back to this one, the cultural sensitivity webinar. If you click read more, um, you should be able to get the recording here. I'm not able to, but maybe on yours you can. It's probably just a link to the recording. Okay, so that's the notices section. And if we move on to resources now, this section is really for you. And we've gathered all sorts of different documents and guidelines. Again, that will help your volunteer journey be easier, be better. And we've organized it by process documents, advisor guidelines, virtual resources, event and video recordings. And then we've listed our different programs and then photo uploads. So if I quickly just go through each of these sections, you just click on this read more. Here's some information about volunteer orientation, Catalyst Plus policies, using myCatalyste Plus, insurance info, and SAP Concur. So that has to do with your expenses. So, just go through each of these sections. Advisor guidelines, we've got some recruitment, guidelines for meaningful engagement, and assignment preparation. So here we've got information preparing for your assignment, what to expect on assignment, so information like that. Virtual resources, so if you're doing a virtual assignment, we have some virtual tools that you can use. We've got some branded templates that you might want to use, and virtual facilitation video series. Okay. Next, event and video recordings. So here's where we've placed some of our recordings. So here's the cultural sensitivity webinar series. So we've had these two so far. And if you click on, oh, I don't know if you can see that.
We can see it.
Yeah, we can.
We
Yeah.
could, we
No, I
could
don't
see
want to
it.
run it.
Yeah, yeah, we can
just-
see it.
Just an
Yeah.
example, you can watch it. You know, there's Puck, and
Playing. Yeah.
yeah, this was the cultural sensitivity for Latin America.
Yeah. Some of the, I think, content we found in our onboarding process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that's advisor training. This is the training that I did last month for new CAs, and it's called I'm a new Catalyst Plus advisor, now what? And it just goes through some of the things that you'll need to know. So have a look at that. If you've missed any of our webinars or training, it's all in here for you. And next, we've just put in some resources about our different programs. So Rochelle and I work on Accelerating Women's Empowerment Program. So if you click on that, we've got some program documents, just an overview, the results framework, some gender equality information, and integrating GWE into assignments. So this is all really great information for you. And then we've got some country fact sheets. So all the countries that we work in for this program, we've got these beautiful fact sheets that different members of our team put together. So hopefully, can you see this?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the Ghana fact sheet, and shows the flag and just some basic information for you to know about passport and visa, some health considerations, safety and security, currency, that kind of stuff. So if you didn't know about these country fact sheets, have a look, and yeah, hopefully they'll be useful to you. Okay, I don't know how to go back now. There we go. Okay. So we've got the same thing for the CCEDM program, program documents and impact stories. You can have a look at those. INS program, so that's within Canada. Here's some guides and some regional information sheets. So, similar to the international country sheets, these are just the different regions of Canada. And then finally, for photo uploads. So if you have some really great photos from your assignment, excuse me, and you want to share them, this is where you would do it. So if you click read more, and we use this program called Canto, which is really great. And you click on your assignment photo, upload your assignment photos here. And you would click here and then find your photos and upload them. It's really easy. Okay, and that is our resources section. Are there any questions about this before I move on? It's pretty straightforward. This is the type of section for you to just, look at your own leisure when you have time, if you're curious about anything. Okay, so the next is FAQ section. And this is just a section of all those common questions that people had over the years. And we've gathered them into one big section. There's quite a few questions here. We hope we've answered all of them. And you can sort them by different sections. So like, let's say you have a question about pre-departure. You would click that, and these are the assignments or the questions that relate to pre-departure, questions about while on assignment, and so forth. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. And then this section called Me. And I just want to say right now that the section Me and My Info are exactly the same. So you can click on My Info or Me. And this just takes you into your your information. So this is what you put on your application form when you first applied. So we've got your name, your address, your phone number. You can upload a nice picture of yourself if you want to. Your languages and proficiency for English, French, and Spanish. Here you would put what type of assignments you're interested in. Do you self-identify as different, as First Nations, visible minority, person living with disabilities? You can answer however you want. If you don't want to answer, if you prefer not to answer, you can do that. Meal and flight information, you can input this information here, and this is really useful for our VSOs to know when they start planning your trip. Expertise and experience, this is where your resume is already in our system. So when you first applied to become a volunteer, you had to upload your resume, but if you'd like to upload a newer version, this is where you can do it. So you'd click choose file and then select it where you've saved it on your computer. We have a resume guideline. Sometimes people's resumes are really, really long, especially those who are in research and academics. They put all their publications, they put all their conferences they've attended, and we don't really need to have all that information. So if you'd like to have a shorter, more compact, concise resume, we provide this guideline. And then tips for optimizing your resume as well. Here is your level of education. And then if you do make any changes on this page, always make sure that this is checked, and then always, always, always choose Save Changes. If you don't, your changes won't be saved. So that's this section. And then any questions about that? It's pretty straightforward. Just you can make the changes however you want, update it, and just press Save Changes. Oh, and here too, this is your personal volunteer number. So if you ever are asked for your CA number, this is it, and it's unique to everybody. Here, just if you want to switch into the French website, this is where you can do it too. But we'll stay in English for the purposes of this presentation. Okay, so now I'm going to go through these sections now. And the first one is my assignments. And this section is unique to you. So this section is where you will see any assignments that you have been accepted for. And so you might have been accepted for an assignment, and now you are working on some pre-departure details. So Rochelle, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is where your file invite link will be.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A blue button at the left.
Yeah, so this person doesn't have any assignments, so I can't show you, unfortunately. This is information like while you're on assignment, post-assignment. So post-assignment, Rochelle, would be forms that you need to fill out for that assignment.
Yes.
Okay. And then if you have any assignments that you've completed, so you've gone through all the different phases of the assignment and it's completed, if you press completed, you'll see a list of your completed assignments. The other thing too is this is where your saved bookmarked assignments will show up too. So remember I showed you back in assignments. So here are those 4 that you bookmarked. So that's that section. Now moving on to notification preferences. So this section is for you to decide how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. It's a good idea to select notifications because what this does is anytime a new assignment comes into recruitment that you are a good fit with the check mark or a possible fit with the question mark, you'll get an email notification alerting you that, hey, there's a new assignment in recruitment and you'd be a good fit for it. And then it sort of prompts you to then log into myCatalyste Plus and check it out in more detail. So I believe when everybody signs up, they're automatically signed up for the Catalyst Plus Connects email newsletter and also to receive notifications. So, but if you want to change that, you just click off and then you would press save down here. But we're going to leave this on because it's a good idea that everybody receives the newsletter because it's, it's useful. We always have some great impact stories on the newsletter. Any updates, this is where we mention the Catalyst Plus clubs, training, that kind of thing. So good to have that. And then this is where you click for the notifications. So here you can select what you want to be notified or which assignments. So you can just get notifications for a good fit, or you can get assignments that are a possible fit, or anything else. So all three of them. But we'll just keep it at these two for now. You can indicate how frequent you want the notification, so it could be weekly or monthly, and you just click. The languages you'd like to receive the notifications, so the assignment language. So this person has selected English and Spanish. And assignment type, in country and virtual. So, but if you only want to receive in country, you click off the virtual and then click save down here. And then you can have it by country. So you can receive assignments for all the countries if you want. Or if you untoggle, if you only want to receive some countries, you just play around with the toggles. So let's say you only want to receive Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, and Togo. Toggle off the other ones. You want to receive, same thing, just Mongolia. And here, let's say you want to receive all the assignments in the Caribbean and Latin America, leave them all toggled, and all of Canada and Macedonia. So you've gone through this, you've made your changes. You can't select by sector or function. I'm not sure why, but it's grayed out. And then you just press save notification preferences. Always, always, always make sure you press save when you make any changes, because otherwise it won't be saved and you'll have to go back and do it all over again.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you go back to that page for a minute?
This one?
Yeah, go down. It sounded as if you expected that we should be able to select up a bit, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit to the headings,
Yes.
sectors and functions. And that seems to me to be important in terms of the matching.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly why you're not able to select.
Because it seems to me that that's what brings it together, what people's needs are and our skills are.
Unless it looks a little different on yours.
Okay. So you're not sure whether normally we would be able to. It makes perfect sense to me that you would.
Yeah.
Well,
Why don't you check yours, or somebody can check
Somebody's
theirs.
doing it.
I found something, it can help. Just a second. If you check mark that are independent of my roles and include the sectors, the third one on top, then those sectors will be enabled.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I didn't know that.
As you are discussing, I am just browsing my
There we
my
go.
side.
Thank you. Because
Okay.
I thought it was the most important part. And I thought, well, that's no good.
Yeah, and now you can play with it.
Okay, now you can play with it. Let's take off legal and education services just for the sake of this, and then press save. So there you go. So thank you. I didn't know that.
Sorry, I missed that. How did you get to select that?
So you have to have this toggled. The third one here are independent of my roles and include the sectors and functions selected below.
Ah, okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. So hopefully everybody does receive the notifications. If you don't, definitely make sure you go into this section and update this so that you do. It's really helpful. Okay, let's move on to my roles and experience. And this is probably the most important section, I would say, in myCatalyste Plus, besides the assignments, obviously, that you want to apply for. But this is where you select the roles that you believe suit your skills and experience. And this is how you get those green check marks and the yellow question marks. So when you first come onto the roster, like when you first applied to join, you went through the whole intake process, you did all your trainings, and paid your fee, did all that. And then myself and some of my colleagues, before we make you active onto our system and we add a few roles for you just to get you started. And and we're just going by your resume. So it's our best guess when we select these roles, but you obviously know yourself much better than we do. So this is why it's really important for you to go into this section after you become active or, do it after today's section and just make sure that the roles that are selected for you are truly those that suit your skills and experience. And there might be some that others that you want to add. So this person, I think her name is Joelle, she's got 11 roles in her profile. And so as you can see, it looks like Joelle is like an IT marketing kind of person. So she's got these roles in her profile. And you can go into your selected roles and you can edit. You can press edit here. So let's say Joelle's like, I don't really have experience in the arts, recreation and culture, or the healthcare and social services sector. And I want to add government here. So you can go in and edit anything into one of your existing roles already and press save. Um, just press save and then I think you have to exit. Um, or, oh, uh-oh. Or you can even go in and you can remove the role altogether. So Joelle might be, I'm not really a web development advisor. I'm going to remove that. So you just press remove. Are you sure you want to remove the role? Yes, remove. And it's gone. So those are the roles that are in your profile, and you can sort them by the function up here. But if you scroll down, and this is where a lot of people don't realize that if you scroll down, all the other roles are down here. So let's say Joelle wants to put that web development role back. Um, Web development is under IT function. So if we press that, we can see that it's here now. And if you press add, and let's just pick a few of these, save. And then if we look at the roles again, we see that it's back in her list of roles. But it's a good idea to go through. So there's 135 roles here that, she could add to her profile. So it's just a matter of going through them now. So let's say there's some more roles that Joelle wants to add. instead of scrolling down 130 like pages and pages, you can just sort again by the function up here. So to make things easier, we know that Joelle has some IT roles. So let's just say she wants to add this one. And she's worked in governance and manufacturing and business support services in government and large enterprises. So she's added that and press save. And we go up here and now you can see it's been added. So now she has 12 roles. And here is that role right here. So I don't know if, many of you have gone through this exercise and looked through the roles to see if there's any others that you want to add. Or if you, in your current roles, any that you want to remove. So it's a good exercise to go through and, sometimes even we have CAs that have, they've gotten some training or they haven't updated this in a couple of years. And in those years, they've now got some more experience in something else. So, there's more roles that they can add to their profile now.
Just a comment, Jennifer.
Yes.
So it's important to have some role because if you miss, example, an assignments in recruitment, you don't see the email and you didn't receive the notification. So the recruiter will see on the assignments that your name is there. So we can contact you to let you know if you are available for this assignment. So the recruiter can approach you for this assignment. So it's very important to have all your role set up. It's for the recruitment also.
Yeah. So for the VSO to find you as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So Teresa, this is where you would go through these roles and find, there's probably more roles that you can add to your profile. And it just makes you that much more visible, as we said, for the VSOs and, with the notifications, you'll see them. And it's just a win-win for everybody that you've got the right roles in your profile. Okay. Any other questions before I move on? Okay. So here again, my info. As I said, we've gone through this already because it's exactly the same as the me section. Next is the password reset. So when when you first join myCatalyste Plus, you're given a very generic password, C+123. So if you want to change that, and I do recommend that everybody does, you'd put the current password here and then put in a new password. If you do forget your password, and you do want it reset, or you don't remember, you can always contact me, and I can always reset it back to C+123, and then you can go back and log in and then go to this page. And for sure, press save password so it saves. And that's that. And then finally, logging out. That's it. I'll just log back in for a sec. Are there any questions about anything at this point?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
I stopped receiving the newsletter. It is not in my spam. I've checked my profile and I do have it checked that I want to receive the newsletter, but I haven't received anything since October.
Okay. I'm going to take your name, Donna.
Yeah, Donna Rice.
Donna Rice, and I will contact the marketing department and see what's going on there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And a great session today. It was been really helpful because I'm on assignment now.
Okay.
So this is really great and timely.
Okay. Yeah. So you can go into my assignments and you'll see the assignment like that you're currently doing.
Yes, exactly. Saw that. All good. Thank you.
Hi, Jennifer. Great presentation. Thank you very much. I'm also in a similar situation to Donna, as I have not been receiving the e-newsletters. Thank you.
Okay, Mark Wakefield. Okay, another way, if you just want to sign up for the news, like if this is happening, another way you can do it is, I will check with marketing for both of you, but just so you know, we go to the website and you scroll right to the bottom. Here's where you can also sign up for the newsletter.